Hey guys, so a lot of you have asked me what I read or what kind of research I did on my journey. And a lot of times I will tell you about TED Talks that I watched or certain book. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm a mom, so I didn't do a whole lot of reading on my journey because I was working and being a mom. But one thing I always did was read Mason a book at night before bed. So a lot of the ideas I got actually came from children's books that I was reading to her. So I wanted to share this one with you guys. Mason's going to give you a little synopsis of what happens in this book, and then I'm going to tell you how I applied it on my journey. Spoiler alert, she's going to tell you what happens. So if you don't want to know what happens in the book, better not watch the rest of the video. So Mason, what happens in the Bernstein Bears Forget Their Manners?
There is a short list if they don't do their manners. So there's different things, and the worst one is to clean the basement.
Mm-hmm. And who has to end up doing all the chores?
The dad.
Why does he have to do all the chores?
Because the Cubs decide to be extra nice to annoy Mama Bear.
Yep. So the Cubs don't want to do the chores, so they decide they're going to be over the top polite and annoy their mama. But it turns out that Mama doesn't get annoyed. She actually likes when they're over the top polite, and Papa Bear ends up having to do all the chores. So when I was reading this to Mason, back when I first started my journey, I wasn't a very positive person. I had a lot of things going on, and when you have a lot of negative things going on, you tend to look or see the negatives in life around you instead of looking for the positives or being a positive person. So I wanted to change my mindset. The Cubs eventually stopped trying to be overly polite and end up just settling at polite. So in my mind, I applied the same principles to myself. I was over the top positive. Like, if I had an untied shoe, I'd be like, oh, great, I get to tie my shoe and burn more calories. So I was just over the top polite or over the top positive all of the time. And kind of over time, I forgot about being over the top positive, and just taking it to the extreme and being excited to tie my shoe an extra time today to burn more calories, and ended up just being regularly normal positive. So you can read books from gurus, you can do classes, you can go places, but unless you apply the things you're learning to your life, it's not going to make a difference. You actually have to use the things that you're reading. So even somebody who's just reading children's books, if you're applying the things you're learning throughout life in general, you're going to have a lot more success than somebody who goes out and listens and reads but never actually applies it to their life. So take what you're learning and actually apply it, because you can find inspiration, motivation, and ideas anywhere.